Hello everyone, it's the third week of Eastertide and this is Extra-Ordinary. Thank you everyone so much for joining me for the weekly rundown to see what's happening in the church's calendar this week, and we're going to be focusing all about this theme of faith this week. It's a very important topic and something that we can kind of explore on our own or with the people around us. On Sunday, so today, it's of course the third Sunday of Easter. We're still celebrating Eastertide all the way up until Pentecost, so that's like the middle of May. So we're still celebrating, we're still bringing that joy of Easter into our own lives. On Wednesday, it's a very exciting feast day because it's the feast of Saint Olson of Canterbury. He was an Italian-born theologian but came over to England and became a bishop and then a doctor of the church. He was a very, very intellectual man and very, very clever, and he did a lot of work on the mysteries of faith and thinking about what they are. We kind of think of our own faith and we know that sometimes it can be a little bit of a mystery, so he did a lot of work into kind of exploring that theme. One of his most famous big pieces of work is when he defined theology as faith-seeking understanding. I think that's a really powerful quote and message that we can take with us this week, because I think a lot of the time our faith wants to know the answers, and that's what kind of spurs us on to asking these questions about our faith, which is something really important, and we should never stop doing that. We should never stop questioning things and asking those questions we want to know the answers of, just like Saint Olson did. And then we move on to Friday. Big shout out to anyone called George, because it is the feast day of St. George on Friday, and of course I've got to do a shout out to all the staff and students over at St. George's in Littleover, because it's a day of celebration for everyone called George, everyone in England especially, because he is the patron saint of England. Now most of you might have heard about the stories of him riding horses and slaying dragons, and that's how he became the patron saint of England. But did you know he is also the patron saint of Bulgaria, Georgia, Portugal and Spain, all these countries around the world, not to mention soldiers, farmers, equestrians, sheep and shepherds, as well as sandal makers. He's a very, very important saint and a martyr, which means he died for his faith and what he believed in. So I'm sure he's going to be very busy listening to everyone's prayers on the feast day, because there's so many people that will be praying for him and to him and ask him for a bit of guidance. So make sure you do that as well on Friday, because it's an exciting feast for him as well. That's it for this week. We've got a couple of feast days, but obviously we're still thinking about that theme of faith in this Easter season going forward, and remembering to kind of work on our own faith, but also discussing faith with those people around us, because it's something individual to everyone, but something that we can kind of come together and share as well. I've been Lorley, this has been Extraordinary. I hope you have a great week. See you soon, bye!